Howdy folks, it's a Saturday morning and I had mentioned in a previous video about doing I guess you might say one lather type shave. So this is it. It's going to be a busy day, so that's the reason why I decided to go ahead and do it on this day. The shaving cream I'm going to use is by John, and this one here, it may be kind of hard to see, but it's Tropical Lime. Definitely got a really nice lime scent. And I'm going to be following up with the Soap Smooth Lime Soda Aftershave. And these two play well together. Lime soda, yeah, it smells just like lime soda. It's pretty awesome. Anyway, the shaver of the day. This one here is a leaf razor. Got three blade, half of the blades in there. And originally bought this one for the wife, but she decided that she liked the Schick Injector E-Type. So I guess you might say it's back to being mine again. It is a pretty nice shaver, easy to use, and I'll show you here pretty soon. When we ordered this quite some time ago, the twig that came with it looked like this. This is, I guess you might say, the original twig from back in the day when the leaf razor first came out. But now, of course, you know, here's what the leaf twig looks like. Anyhow, things have changed over time, and you know, this is going to be an interesting shave. Excuse me, the blade of choice today. Got the DE blade snapped in half. Went ahead and went with the sharp titanium blades. They seem to be working out pretty well for me. Matter of fact, you know, the 100 pack was pretty inexpensive, so kind of surprised, you know, sometimes, you know, what you get at such a inexpensive price, great value. I've got the shaving cream whipped up here in my salsa bowl with a, here it is, the Yaqi brush. It's got a 24 millimeter knot, synthetic knot at that, and it whipped up really nice. I mean, for an inexpensive shaving cream, I originally bought the Vijon Tropical Lime from Italian Barber. Italian Barber only has one of them listed, and they're out of stock of that one, and so you might have an easier time finding it maybe at eBay. This particular shaving cream comes by the way of India, so you can imagine supply chains and all the issues that we're having nowadays. Reason why it may be a little bit more difficult to find. Back when I got my Vijon, I picked it up at $1.99, and so I picked up, I think, 3 or 4 different shaving creams, but I think the everyday going price might be $3.99. Still kind of inexpensive for a shaving cream, but it does. It smells. It definitely got the lime scent going on, at least per my nose. And that's one of the things that I guess you might say want to keep in mind, especially viewing this particular shave. We are in the world of your mileage may vary. In other words, what may work for me may not work for you, and it's a bit of trial and error. Already put a hot towel to the face this morning, and we still got the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Preshave Cube here, what's left of it. This one here is the Holliday version. And we'll go ahead and get started with this. I guess you might say the original idea behind one lather shave is watching Don from Wet the Face. And if you haven't seen Don in one of his videos, it probably would do you good to stop by and watch one of his videos, because he lathers one time and completes his shave. And with whatever the product is, whether it's one of his own soaps or somebody else's shaving cream, whatever the case might be, his routine, how you say, stays consistent. The only thing that might vary, I guess you might say, is the different razor or something like that. But he's definitely got it down to an art form. For me, I haven't been able to wrap my mind around it until the other day. I woke up with a really bad headache and decided I'd give it a whirl on that day, at least shave and see how it worked out for me. And it seemed to work out pretty good when I did it. So we'll see today if I can replicate it. Biggest difference I would say in between today's shave in the shave that I did the other day was the fact that the brush was different. I used a horsehair brush. You guys see this goes on pretty good. I had plenty of slickness. It worked out really well. I was kind of surprised. That is one thing I probably should point out throughout the shave. The one thing that I did notice about using this particular shaver is the fact that it seems to, how can you say, carry a little bit of water when you go to rinse it out, and that kind of helped with the slickness across the face, I guess you might say, keeping it wet and moist. And that'd probably be something to keep in mind if you decide to try to replicate something like this here. But it definitely makes for a quick shave, especially if you're not talking so much, huh? Well, here we go. There is something I should mention before I forget. If you're interested in a fine accoutrements razor, the Marvel razor is, as you might say, has met its end. It is no longer in production. They're going to discontinue it, in other words. So if you've been kind of on the fence about picking up a fine Marvel razor, this might be the time. Otherwise, you're going to end up doing the buy-sell trade thing. Now, the one thing I did notice, though, is I have not seen it at a reduced price. So that is something to keep in mind when you go to look for it, is that you probably are not going to find it at a reduced price, so you're going to end up paying the full price for it probably, and that price runs right around the $40 mark. I do have one. I find that it is a very smooth, easy-going shave. Kind of like this one here. I can, both of those, the fine Marvel and this one here, yes, you can cut yourself, but I don't, if you got some decent technique, you're probably going to have a pretty good shave and you don't have to worry too much about nicks and cuts. It's a pretty smooth shaver. A lot like this one here. This one here, you will definitely develop some bad habits when it comes to pressure. As you can imagine, with the head that flexes like that. I think that's probably, to be honest with you, that's probably one of the things that my wife had a hard time with, is the fact that the head did flex and she could not adjust to the head flexing, and she had better luck with the shave feel with the fixed head. It's, you know, like I said, your mileage may vary. You might like it, you may not like it. Like I said, look, I had plenty of slickness. I can go all three different directions, short period of time, and get a smooth, comfortable shave, especially on a day maybe where you don't need a BBS. Not that this is pretty darn close. I have some places where if I adjust my pass through there, I mean, I got just that one spot that I typically, you know, I have to really work at it in order to get it. But with what going on today, one of the reasons why this is going to be a busy day is here pretty soon. We're going to be heading out, my son and I. They're moving the robotics club, I guess you might call it. Back when the robotics club started at the school, the high school that he's going to, they didn't have a place at the school for it, so it's at at somebody's workshop. Well, now that they got room at the school, they're moving from the workshop to the school today, Saturday. So they're needing some help. So my son and I and a few other folks are going to go and try to get it all moved today. And of course, you know, it is today, Saturday, and the OU Sooners are playing the Texas Longhorns, and that's always been a big game. And of course, you know, it's an early start, so yeah, I'm sure I'm going to be missing part of the game. Typically, what I do is I listen to the game as opposed to watching on TV. Listening into it on the radio, to me, I just find a lot more uh, enjoyable, I guess you might say. The commentation with the announcers and whatnot on the radio, to me, are I like those a lot better. The commentators are a little bit more, how can you say, forthcoming about how good or how bad things are going. And for me, that's just something I enjoy listening to. So in other words, if somebody thinks it's a bad call, they're going to let you know. Whether it's a bad play call, whether it's the call from the refs, whatever the case might be, you get a little bit more of an honest answer. But I guess everybody has their preferences. As you can tell, look at that. Just under 11 minutes so far, and the shave has been pretty much, it's almost done. Now I should mention about, if you look for soap smooth, this particular one I got through Pastor's Pharmacy, and they do have it listed, but they're out of it, and there, that's probably a better view. This is one of those aftershaves you will have to give it a good shake before you use it. Now, for some people that's off-putting. For me, it doesn't bother me any at all. I have a tendency to shake it up. Usually at the beginning of the video, now my hand's wet, at the beginning of the video, before I even start, I usually give aftershaves a good shake. But this one here, you'll have to do it right before you decide to apply it, because I did this, shook it up before the shave, and it already separated. But that's just the way you might say, nature of the beast of this one here. But this lime soda, it smells just like lime soda. It smells great. Easy going shave. Like I say, very smooth, comfortable. Just a little bit left. In other words, if I worked at it just a little bit more, could end up with BBS. Lathered one time, had plenty of residual slickness with a inexpensive shaving cream. In other words, if you're looking for a quick, easy shave before you have to run out the door because you're running a little bit late, whatever the case might be, this kind of razor just might be up your alley. Hope everybody enjoyed this one here. It is definitely quite different. Hope you have a great day today. Stay healthy, stay smooth, and stay smooth. Smooth shaves to you. Yeah, it's a Saturday morning early.